What did we see from Kyrie, the first player, by the way, since Kobe Bryant in 06-07 with multiple 55-point games in a single season? And then joining us remote as well, Avery Johnson. And Avery, this question I'm posed for you. What was the key to Kyrie's offensive explosion last night?
Well, Lisa, I think Kyrie was strong in what we call all four phases of the game. I know that's more of an NFL terminology, but his drives to the baskets for number one was the catapulting point for him having success. Every time Tony Parker scored, Kyrie Irving came back and attacked and got to the basket and scored. And then that set up his three-point shot. He made some contested three-point shots when the Spurs were trying to space him at the three-point line. Then he was exceptional from the in-between game, creating space against larger defenders like Kawhi Leonard. And lastly, he was good from the free throw line. You know, he made his free throws. So he was just exceptional and outstanding in all four phases of the game.
I mean, you're just sitting there nodding his head. 7 for 7 from three-point range, 10 for 10 from the free throw line. Avery saying he just could not miss, did everything right. What were your impressions of Kyrie last night?
Along with Steph Curry, is probably the most technically sound player we have as far as in the backcourt position, as far as skill-wise, being able to manipulate the ball with the handles, and then obviously raise them, finish a shot. Like Coach, I love a number of times he took it to the rim and finished through contact, over length. He manages to keep the bigs off balance and then shooting the ball. I want everyone to take a look at that play one more time when they get a chance, that game-tying three-pointer. The footwork on that to create the space and then the cognizance to know where the three-point line is. My feet stop just short, raise up, squared up. He's fantastic.
Toes right on the line there. You know, one guy we didn't see much of last night, Kevin Love, disappeared. 8 points, 2 for 10 shooting. Coach, how concerned are you right now with Love's play?
Well, first of all, I'm not overly concerned because this was a night where Kyrie and LeBron combined for 88 points. You know, that's an obscene amount of points from two players. But again, there were situations when Kevin Love had a mismatch against a smaller Spurs defender, and they didn't exploit that mismatch. Love basically stood behind the three-point line and was a stretch four or a space four. So I don't think he was a priority in their game plan in terms of how they wanted to attack the Spurs last night. But at the same time, Kyrie Irving played out of his mind. The Spurs had a breakdown at the end of regulation in terms of when Kawhi Leonard should have switched a little bit earlier to negate that three-point shot. But Kyrie Irving and LeBron, they were so good last night, I think it was kind of hard for Kevin Love to find his way in the Cavs offense.